los acertijos.
My head.
What the shit? Clyde, get Deneb. She got out.
What? How on earth could she?
No time for that. Go get him.
Out. I'm out?
Oh, who cares about Deneb? Do you think Iverson gave a shit when she offed all our guys?
Huh? Wait, Iverson, are you talking about the party? It wasn't us.
And now she's awake. Great.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Don't fall for her act. She came here to destroy us. Don't forget it.
What are they talking about? I'm not here to... We thought you were behind the attack. We...
Just can it? You can stop the little dance routine already? It's not gonna work on us. So spit it out. Why did your bitch of a prince betray us?
You're gonna start by dialing it down a notch.
You can't talk to me
I could care less. It's not you I've come to talk to.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Where's your boss?
Here. Miss Lewis, I presume.
Osborne. At last.
Well, you certainly are resourceful. Few people are able to escape from memory traps without assistance. Though I doubt you were able to escape with your memory unscathed.
What are you trying to tell me?
I do hope for your sake that you have recovered all of your memories. Otherwise, they're gone. The process is more or less irreversible.
You've got to be joking.
I'm afraid not. Let's put the matter behind us. Now that you're here and conscious, we'll be able to talk.
Why did you lock me up?
You represented a threat.
A threat? I just wanted to talk to...
Bueno, no sé si estás viendo esta parte, pero he salido y estoy hablando con los magos que me tienen ahí atrapada. Bueno, los vampiros, estos magos que me tienen ahí atrapada, y estoy defendiéndome.
And why, pray tell? To explain the reasons for your prince's betrayal?
The prince is on edge. She thought you might have been behind the attack.
But seeing your reaction, I'm guessing you're not.
You're putting me in a somewhat awkward position. I would like to take you at your word, but that would mean putting what's left of my men in danger. If you're telling the truth, you're going to have to prove it.
Vale. Si es que ustedes no habría venido sola. Cierto. Tenemos un acuerdo. Vale. Dos errores permitidos.
Honestly, if I wanted to finish the job, do you seriously think I would have come all by myself?
Point well taken. Go on. I'm listening.
You have to believe me. We're not responsible for the attack at the party. The prince will be relieved to know that you're all safe and sound.
If only that much were true. Many of our brethren were in attendance at that accursed reception.
Han enviado a alguien al lugar. Gisela estaba preocupada por la capilla.
You need a reason for my presence? The prince is worried about you. That's why I've been sent. To make sure you're safe.
Very well, my dear. I would like to believe that you're not here to finish the job, as they say. However, the idea that your prince sent you to help us? Iverson may be many things, but she is most certainly not sentimental.
You're right. That isn't the only reason I was sent.
Just why are you here, then?
For our alliance. I know these times are tough, but the prince wants to make sure our agreement still stands.
What agreement?
What do you mean, what agreement? The union you were supposed to celebrate at the party.
Be more specific. What were the particulars?
Dos errores permitidos. Me voy a gastar casi todo, ¿eh? ¿Por qué lo pregunta? No, vamos a echarlo con todo. Porque ya
With all due respect,
ganaría.
Mr. Osborne, I'm a little too old for pop quizzes. We both know the broad terms of the Alliance. I wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. Can we just get down to business?
What attitude? Fine. You're right. We've wasted enough time already. Let the negotiations begin.
What negotiations?
Look around you. This room used to be teeming with devoted kindred. We lost 3/4 of our people. Hartford has taken serious risks. In all regards, risks that are not on par with your prince's commitments. We demand compensation.
I see.
You seem to know the terms of the Alliance like the back of your hand. You're more than qualified to participate in these negotiations.
With all due respect, I don't think...
Enough small talk. What is your prince willing to give us to salvage this alliance and right the wrongs that she's caused us?
Mi lugar está en la primogenitura. Un barrio en Boston, dinero, mucho dinero. Dinero no les gusta. Un barrio no. Mi lugar está en la primogenitura. No puedo negociar en nombre de Heisen. Y es que no puedo negociar en un barrio en Boston, no.
I could get you a place on the Primogen Council.
No. Say no more. I appreciate your gesture, but I already have a seat on the Primogen Council.
What?
You heard me right. Iverson already promised me a place in the Primogen. It would appear that your prince has a rather generous hand in her distribution of seats.
Finally, something we can agree on.
Pues un barrio en Boston. Dinero, mucho dinero, dinero no...
What if the prince gave you a slice of her city?
That would depend on the neighborhood.
Hey, ma'am, girl, where are you going with this? Whichever one you want.
Downtown?
Within reason.
All right. How about Charlestown?
Why not?
Very well. We have a deal. I'll contact our headquarters in Hartford to iron out the details.
Fantastic. Hazel's gonna kill me.
Well then, it looks like we have ourselves an agreement. Hartford will remain under Boston's umbrella. For now. Iverson will still have to answer for the party. What happened was unacceptable. I will not turn a blind eye.
I understand.
That being said, I applaud your demeanor. The situation wasn't exactly to your advantage.
Thank you, sir.
Very well. I'll contact your prince in the next few days. I think we're done here.
Qué guapa
Unless there's
es
anything
ese, en
else you
verdad.
wanted to talk to me about.
Es muy guapa el personaje.
I would like to ask you a few questions. If you have a minute, of course.
Of course.
¿Quién más está interesado en el comercio de sangre?
You have any rivals in the blood business?
Yes, there are a few. Malkavian Spawn in particular. They had the market cornered for a good amount of time, especially in Gwendon King's day. Even though I don't approve of their methods, I must admit that they excel in their art. There are few capable of producing blood so pure.
Sí, me gustan a mí también sus ojos porque, la verdad, no he visto yo muchos negros con los ojos azules y es muy bonita, la verdad. ¿Cuánto tiempo?
Seems like your business has been turning for quite some time. Am I right?
Indeed, you're not mistaken. Warlocks have always had a special talent for getting the most out of blood. Call it our trademark. There's always been trafficking, but what your prince is proposing goes much further, combining Dr. Dunham's expertise with the skills of the Tremere clan. The result would be...
Enormous.
Precisely.
I bumped into a few people during my detention. Humans.
Yes.
Who are they? What are they doing here?
They're the forgotten, the invisible. People who live on the streets. Junkies. Squatters. They wander in here by choice or ill fortune. Well, we do need blood, like everyone else.
Estos son raros de cojones, estos vampiros, ¿no? O sea, tienen como una especie de criadero mental. O sea, en ese plano astral tienen un criadero, o sea, porque los tienen como en jaulas, a los yonkis, o como ha dicho, los yonkis o personas olvidadas, los tienen como en jaulas ahí eternamente, para alimentarse de ellos eternamente, no mueren.
You mentioned my memory fragments earlier.
Yes.
You led me to believe that the loss of them was permanent?
Not necessarily. Memory impairment is a side effect of the dimension. How permanent the condition is varies from one person to the next.
That's the kind of thing I wish I'd known going into this.
I can only imagine. But as I told you, you may not have anything to worry about. With any luck, it should all come back to you in time. At least, if it comforts you, I truly hope so.
Am I the only victim to suffer the effects of your magic?
No, far from it. Anyone who enters the prison is affected.
Including you?
Of course, but we have rituals to counteract its effects.
I don't get it. Why do you target memories? You could have just built a bunch of high-security cells.
Believe me, all cells can be breached, even the strongest ones. But if you rob prisoners of their memories, they lose their very desire to escape.
In theory.
Tiene sentido.
In theory.
No, I'm good.
Very well. You'd best be running along back to your prince. I'm sure she's eager to hear your report.
That she certainly is.
Very well, Miss Lewis. Mr. Moses, would you please escort MM out? It would be a shame if she were to get lost again. As for the rest of you, it seems we need to start packing our things. Next stop, Charlestown.
Ha negociado el nombre de la príncipe, chaval. Esos son huevos. Podrías haber liberado al prisionero de la torre. Oh, pues no lo hemos liberado. Le hemos matado, ¿no? El acuerdo de unificación es... Vale. Desconocido. Vale, vamos con Galef. Quiero saber a ver cuántos finales tiene el juego. Voy a mirar a ver cuántos finales tiene el juego. Porque no me parece así que haya muchas decisiones así, muchas ramificaciones de decisiones. ¿Cuántos finales tiene Vampiro Swansong? No sé, no lo veo. Voy a poner número de finales. ¿Cómo desbloquear cada final? A un total de 20 finales diferentes tiene. Wow, 20 finales diferentes tiene el juego. Vale, tenemos experiencia, pero poquita. Tenemos intimidación. O podemos mejorar. Sentir lo invisible. Con este poder el vampiro puede detectar lo sobrenatural, tanto en las criaturas a su alrededor como en los rastros que dejan atrás. Presencia, dominación, la capacidad de dar órdenes a otros y convertirlos en marionetas. Resistencia, sobrenatural, física y mental. No podemos mejorar. Ah, genial. Pues vale. Pues muy bien, pues de acuerdo, pues me alegro, pues mira qué bien. Vale, retórica. Podemos utilizar retórica. Puedo poner a retórica. Deducción. Bueno, deducción no. Sabiduría igual. Me parece un poquito mejor. Venga, pues ya está. Este es la hostia. El personaje este es la hostia. A mí es el que más me gusta. Bueno, ese también está chula, ¿eh? Pero este me gusta bastante.
Nice badge.
Keep an eye on the elevator. I'm gonna go wait for forensics.
Okay. Let me know when they get here.
Excuse me.
Ahora se va a ver, yo creo, el poder de la presencia y todo eso, supongo.
Message from the sheriff. Prince asked more for 5 reports. If I can't bring back their author, I must bring back the reports at least. I'll know them when I see them.
Recupera los informes sobre la
That's
primogenitura.
not a good sign.
Todo lo que gira alrededor de la fiesta y todo eso es esto. Es como Ha habido como una sangría, han matado a alguien, no sé. Estaría bien... A ver, vamos a mirar aquí en... Boston. DNF. Mira, aquí tenemos ya a DNF. Regente de la capilla de Hartford. Uf, ya han aparecido unas cuantos, ¿eh? Caius Leto, que es un Nosferatu. Mira, del 2000 es... Pues, lleva nada siendo Nosferatu. Richard Dunham. Es un Malkavian. Este es el psiquiatra de... Eh, mira, y este es su chiquillo Halsey. Hostias. Ve la niña. Billmore. Bueno, ya veremos la historia de ellos un poquito más adelante, porque es que si no... Ahora mismo no pintan mucho, pero en la historia de Leisha sí leeremos sus historias. De todas formas, quería mostraros aquí, en los clanes y las sectas. Aquí tenemos todos los clanes que hay. Y las sectas... Ah, bueno, la camarilla y los anarquistas. Bueno, aquí te pone aquí ya todo. Mira, aquí te dice cómo empezó el tema de los vampiros. Según la mitología de la estirpe, Caín engendró a 3 chiquillos, que a su vez engendraron a otros chiquillos propios. Esta tercera generación cobró vida antes del diluvio universal, y hay quienes afirman que fueron sus pecados lo que lo provocaron. Los supervivientes, conocidos como antidiluvianos, se convirtieron en progenitores de los clanes modernos. La sangre de cada antediluviano perdura en sus descendientes, dándoles los poderes y debilidades comunes y quizá hasta los comportamientos y creencias que los vástagos de los vástagos que pertenecen al clan que engendraron. En las noches actuales hay 13 clanes diferenciados, junto con numerosas líneas de sangre menores, además de los Kaitif y Sangre Débil, rechazados por el linaje por linajes más orgullosos y poderosos. Los Kaitif son vampiros sin sire, o sea que les han hecho vampiros pero luego no tienen sire. Mira, igual te pone aquí, no nos pone lo que es. Ah, mira aquí un Kaitif, lo que son. Los sin clan, los huérfanos. Estos son huérfanos, los... Tiene mucha historia, mucho lore para contar. Podemos mirar, por ejemplo, este que es un Ventru. El clan de los reyes, la sangre azul. A sus ojos, solo el clan de los reyes posee la contención, la sabiduría, el control y el pedigrí de liderar a los suyos a través de la noche. A lo largo de toda su existencia como reyes divinos de la antigua Babilonia y lores y damas de la Edad Oscura, hasta su rol actual de guardianes de la sangre real. Por eso mismo es leal. Por eso mismo es leal, porque es un Ventru. Bueno, ya lo veremos más, porque ahora mismo me apetece concentrarme un poquito más en la historia.
Special Agent Smith.
The FBI! Finally, some backup. Lieutenant's expecting you. Straight ahead. Watch out for the bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet.
Got it.
Go ahead. It's okay.
The victim lost a lot of blood.
Una decapitación, la única forma de matar a un vampiro. Sí, porque a estos no les matan los ajos o este tipo de cosas. Una decapitación y ala.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Aunque eso mata a
Special
cualquiera.
Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith. Is that some kind of joke?
No, why?
Let it go. Never mind. I'll give you the DL. We got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards. We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Is the caretaker still here?
He's in the living room. But I don't think you'll be able to get anything useful out of him. Poor guy's in shock.
Who was the first person on the scene?
That would be Baker. He's somewhere around here. It shouldn't be hard to find him.
Okay, then what?
When they stepped inside, the guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner, a guy named Jason Moore. I don't know who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Did you secure all the exits and entrances to the building?
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor and in the parking garage.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.
Do we know if he had a family?
Yeah, a wife and an 8-year-old daughter. The wife, Lydia Moore, 34 years old, architect, dual citizen of Costa Rica and the US, no criminal record. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of her. The daughter, June. We've looked and she's not here either.
What have you got on Moore?
He was an asset manager. But if you ask me, he was involved in some shady stuff that we're sure to find out about. It's not every day that an accountant gets his head chopped off.
Where are the bodyguards?
We haven't found anyone yet.
Go on.
We're still looking for the head. We're waiting on forensics for everything else, but they're busy with another case.
What case?
You haven't heard? At one international place. They say it was a real bloodbath. So, you're here to take over the case?
No. I'm working on something else. Moore's name popped up in one of our investigations, but I can't talk about it.
Qué buena voz
Okay,
tiene este,
I'll let my team know.
Sentir lo invisible. Cuando activas sentir lo invisible, basta con mirar a un personaje no humano para identificar su naturaleza. También es posible revelar las huellas dejadas por una criatura sobrenatural y aprender más sobre ella. Bueno, a ver si va
Agent
a...
Smith from the FBI is here. We're still in charge of the investigation, so please cooperate with him.
Mira, ahí puedo ver algo. Sentir aura.
There's a retainer here somewhere.
Un criado, ¿qué es un criado? Un mortal al servicio de un vampiro, comúnmente un ghoul. Los términos suelen ser intercambiados, siendo criado la opción más educada. Hay una historia de vampiro. Bueno, a mí me contaron, ¿no? Que ocurrió esto, pues que estaban buscando en la partida a alguien que mataba vampiros, se creía que era un vampiro y tal. Y resultó ser que ese vampiro que estaban buscando era un ghoul que se había quedado sin su sire, sin su amo, y que estaba enganchado a la sangre de vampiros, entonces mataba a los vampiros. Pero no les saciaban tanto como la sangre de su amo, pero seguía matando y matando y matando. Y claro, era un ghoul de hace tantísimos años, o sea, pues es como, no sé, como un vampiro más viejo que este, ¿sabes? Pues el ghoul termina siendo, si lleva con él tantísimos años, termina siendo súper poderoso. O sea, se puede medir mano a mano con un vampiro en ese plan. Me parece una historia bastante curiosa. Igual estaría guay que pasase aquí esto, ¿verdad?
He was decapitated. It was a pretty clean cut.
Es un poco raro cómo se ve eso, ¿no? Vuelve salido con los guardas borrachos. Vamos a ir a una emergencia. Empleada del parque, vamos a ver cómo ve quién es el edificio interroga. ¿Por qué le falta la cabeza de identificación? Trofeo.
One of the weapons is missing.
Se lo han cargado con la espada esa. Vamos, eso
Where in
seguro.
God's name is forensics?
This sort of formal decor might impress Boston high society, but not me.
Come on. It'll pass. Don't worry.
Todavía no pasamos por aquí. Por si acaso.
The apartment has changed since my last visit. Jason, Lydia, and June. A little family all together. And in large format. Lydia. Radiant and beaming. Jason. Proud of his family and his success. June. Who looks more like Jason than Lydia. His MIT class ring, right where you can't miss it. I have to question him.
He's still freaked out. I don't think it's the right time.
Mr. Adams?
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
Sir, listen to me. It's all right. Calm down. You're safe and you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
Did you know Mr. Moore well?
We weren't friends, if that's what you're asking. But we got to know each other. With time. He was a creature of habit. Since he worked late, he would often ask me for things at night. A newspaper, batteries, ice. I think he asked me for just about everything. I prided myself on always being able to get what he needed, no matter what time it was. You'd have thought he pretty much lived after dark.
Like his clients. Did Mr. Moore have many visitors?
For a man with his status, it was nothing surprising. But, well...
Yes?
His visitors mostly came in the middle of the night. I must admit, that's a little unusual.
That's what working for us is like.
He told me he had a lot of foreign clients, and he had to juggle different time zones. That's what working from home is like. He had colleagues over for late-night meetings, too. But since little June was born, not as many people came around.
That was wise. Did he have any enemies that you were aware of?
No. He was a very respectable man. No bad company or anything.
Except for us. Without any disrespect to the deceased, were you aware of any extramarital affairs he may have had?
Mr. Moore was a good man. He would never have disrespected his wife, or even contemplated it, I'm sure.
She could have been okay with it. There were no young women coming and going.
That's a very inappropriate question. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Do you know his wife?
Mrs. Moore is a model resident. She always
Vaya
has something
coñazo nos
nice to
está
say to the
soltando
staff.
este.
And is the first to welcome new neighbors, too. A true lady.
Era una esposa fiel.
Do you think anyone could have been so angry with her that they could have taken it out on her husband?
Oh, no. I don't think so. It's true that lots of people could have been jealous of her. But not to that point.
Bueno, he fracasado ya directamente.
Do you think she could have been having an affair?
I refuse to speak ill of Mrs. Moore. I will not dignify that question with a response.
Do you know where she is?
Mr. Moore told me she'd gone to their home in Costa Rica. She goes there pretty often. She's an architect, and she likes to work in her home country. She has family there.
I imagine the girl left with her mother.
Not at all. It was the start of the school year, and Mrs. Moore left 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since Monday, when Mr. Moore took her to school on the first day. She must be staying with a friend. Poor little thing. Thank heaven she wasn't here.
Do you know his bodyguards?
Jack, James, and Wu. But you won't hear me singing their praises.
Why not?
Oh, they're good at strutting around and acting tough when everything is going well. But where were they tonight? Can you tell me that? That was their job, right? They were paid to protect him.
La deducción aquí habría estado bien, ¿eh?
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
No. But believe you me, if I ever see them again, I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind.
Bueno. Voy a dejarte un momento con... Ay. Con los clanes. Te voy a poner el clan Brulla. Bueno, no, el Ventru. Un momentito. Mientras voy al baño. Eso está bien, ¿eh? Ay, mierda. Hala. Joder. Voy al baño un momentito. Bueno, te he puesto eso. Y ahora ya seguimos.
Tell me about the evening again. Please, what happened tonight?
Mr. Moore left with
Ya
his
te lo
three
leeré yo.
bodyguards
No te
earlier in
preocupes.
the
Era
evening.
por
One of
rellenar
them
mientras
got
iba
in
al
the
baño.
car, and Mr. Moore came down around midnight.
And then?
They came back around 2 a.m. Mr. Moore was limping. He was leaning on one of his bodyguards, and he was bleeding.
Was he injured?
I told him I could call an ambulance or a doctor, but he didn't answer. I went closer to insist, but Wu told me they were in control of the situation, that it was no big deal. They went upstairs, and I saw drops of blood in front of the elevator. I told myself they were being unreasonable. What did those two goons know about it? So I called Mr. Moore on the internal line. Several times.
Did he pick up?
Not once. So I went upstairs and rang the doorbell. But nobody answered. So I went back down to the front desk and I called you.
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service
Jo,
elevator.
a ver si se callan porque
through the
esto...
kitchen.
Vaya coñazo nos están metiendo,
You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Please. Thank you for your
Ahora,
statement.
con tus cosas, vete.
You have to find out who did this, officer. Justice needs to be done for him. And for his family.
And we need to find out who's messing with us. That's what we're here for. You can count on us. Stick around in case we have more questions.
Estaba pensando yo, qué genial sería una serie de televisión bien hecha de vampiro, ¿verdad? O sea, es que da para muchas historias así chulas. Tiene un lore tan bonito, o sea, bueno, tan bien construido. Mira, la ciudad.
You can see the tower where the reunification party took place. I should be there.
Sería genial una serie de televisión así bien hecha. De todas formas, también, claro, los de Vampiro compraron un estudio de videojuegos, por eso mismo están creando estos videojuegos, los crean ellos, en colaboración con otro estudio. Y van a hacer otro videojuego que si lo quiero saldrá en enero, por ahí creo, en noviembre, no sé, salía a finales de este año, no en el siguiente, sino a finales. Y es Vampiro Mascarada Bloodlines 2. Bloodlines es el mejor juego que ha tenido Vampiro, aunque este yo creo que está muy chulo. Pero bueno, en el Bloodlines pues también tenías líneas de diálogo y podías crear a tu personaje. Estos tienen personalidades ya definidas y demás, y bueno, la cosa es que tú creabas a tu personaje, el clan que querrías, tenía muchas opciones, ¿vale? Y es lo que hará Bloodlines 2, o sea, nos dejará crear a nuestro vampiro de entre los 13 clanes disponibles y luego será como una especie de Skyrim de mundo abierto en el cual pues nosotros iremos por la ciudad y nos encontraremos misiones secundarias y pues es un juego de rol, vamos, con todas las de la ley.
Why is the FBI interested in Moore?
His name came up in several financial investigations we're working on.
Necesito encontrar un sitio así seguro. Pues esto es un sitio seguro.
Fine vintages imported from Europe. Moore knew how to treat his guests.
Joder, este escenario es muy grande, ¿eh? Porque es que cada vez tengo más ansia. Y como el ansia me coma, como quien dice...
What a mess. Nobody's done the cleaning in ages. Somebody slept here. A real jungle in the heart of Boston. A truly peaceful oasis. Why were you looking for peace, Jason? I warned you, Jason. God, did I warn you? We destroy all that we touch.
O sea que este conocía a Jason. Igual aparece aquí en Boston. A ver, vamos a ver. Jason. No. Pero en la historia de Galef aparecerá Jason. A mí no me suena de haber visto a Jason. Un abrazo. Instintos de cazador. Establecimiento en Boston. Pum. A ver, conoce a Beryl. Beryl Underwood. No pone nada. Yo no lo veo, vamos. No. Pero parece como que se conocían. Como que había conocido a la víctima este. Bueno, es que al final es un vampiro. Zonita seguro.
It seems like gardening is a real passion for Lydia. Not sure Jason shares your enthusiasm.
Bueno. Igual nos alimentamos, ¿no? Vamos a alimentarnos. ¿Podemos alimentarnos del viejo? ¿O es mucho abuso? No, es mucho abuso. ¿Y del basura este? También. Nah, son los de... Este es el que me tengo que alimentar. Uf, pero como lo mate. Como lo mate, ojo,
Of course.
Espero no matarle. Es violento este, Es violento porque podría utilizar presencia y alimentarse sin más. Mira, ya sí, ya no tengo nada de ansia, he recuperado todo. Bueno, aquí está el señor, a ver en la parte de arriba.
My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice your pawns. June's whole life in pictures. June celebrating her 4th birthday.
Hurry up. We need something, guys.
I'll finish here and I'm on my way.
Jason and June, probably on a beach in Costa Rica.
There.
89537. 8 V B Build Build Build.
Oh.
¿Qué pone? 537, Build Build Le Biller. ¿Qué hostias Biller? No sé qué es eso. Pero seguramente servirá para alguna cosa, ya veremos.
Interesting.
Oye, qué habitación más chula, ¿eh? La verdad.
Did you inherit your mother's artistic talent, June? Did you inherit your mother's artistic talent, June?
You must be Smith.
Yes.
Rickman.
Have you found anything?
Not yet. This is the girl's room. There's no sign of her. I guess that's a good thing.
I'm going to take a look around. Let me know if you find anything.
Okay, Smith.
The diary of an 8-year-old girl, June, Jason's daughter.
A ver si poniéndolo otra vez.
Did you inherit your mother's artistic talent, June? A bathroom with a shower and a tub. June's father spoils her.
La verdad que vaya habitación de la hostia para una niña, ¿eh? Vale. Aquí fijo que me voy a dejar un montón de cosas porque...
A drafting table. That must be Lydia's desk.
Porque debe de ser... Son escenarios muy gigantescos.
The blueprints of a house on the west coast of Costa Rica. Pura Vida Extension Project.
Hombre, se nota que es como la vida de un vampiro que quiere, ¿sabes? Cuidando a la familia, pero claro, duerme por el día. No puede estar. Solamente está por la noche. Y algunas noches, porque al final tienen responsabilidades de vampiros. Un poco triste, ¿no? Es un poco triste eso, la verdad. Ay, ¿y aquí? Vale.
There.
There are bloody prints on these bags.
Uy, yo me he perdido en esta casa, de verdad.
Can you take a look at the cards, please?
I'll run the plates.
Hey, mister. You can't go into the parking garage. It's a crime scene.
Agent Smith, FBI.
Oh, hi. Officer Norton. Hey, they didn't tell me you were coming down.
Got something?
Wyatt saw Moore leave at 2:25.
Wyatt?
The parking attendant, part security guard, part valet. Anyway, a car that belonged to the victim left in a hurry. Or at least he thought it was Moore, until he found out he got his head cut off. There's skid marks on the ground and signs of a minor accident at the exit. He must have really been in a hurry.
Me encanta deducción. ¿Qué? Y ni siquiera puede decirlo. No presta la atención.
I've got a few questions. Where's the witness?
Wyatt? He's in the security booth over there. He's super nice. I don't think you'll need to question him again.
You mentioned skid marks.
Yeah, they're very distinct. They start from his parking space and go all the way to the exit. They clean this place twice a day, so there's no doubt they're fresh. The driver peeled out of here in a hurry.
And you said there was an accident near the exit.
Yeah, minor one. Broken headlight, paint marks. He must have had a hard time handling it.
Do we know what kind of car it was?
Yeah, we called it in. It's the victim's sports car. Wyatt said there's only the sedan left.
Did you find anything else?
No, that's it. Since we're still waiting for forensics, we gotta be careful. You know how it is, right? Let me know if you have any other questions.
Después de lo de Essen, la historia de este se está quedando un poquito flojilla, ¿no? Están aquí las marcas de neumáticos, pero no nos deja...
Do you know if our backup's on the way? It should take
Hello, Mr. Bizori.
You must be mistaken. I'm Smith, Agent Smith.
Yeah, sure.
Do I know you?
Everyone knows who you are.
Me ha reconocido.
Is it just me, or are you pals with all the cops around here?
Let's just say I'm pretty intuitive. You know what I mean. In the years you've been hunting us, you've acquired a hell of a reputation among our kind. I didn't know you would come. I'm not looking for any trouble. I didn't do anything wrong.
Just who the hell are you?
Me? I'm nobody. The name's Wyatt Alvarez. I was embraced 5 years ago.
A thin blood. I spent years hunting them when Quentin King ruled Boston.
Unfortunately for me, the blood of my sire was already weak. So I can still catch glimpses of the sun, but I don't have actual powers.
Hay vampiros, sangre débil. Vamos a mirar lo que es sangre débil. En el códice. Sangre débil. Crepusculares mercurianos. Una raza deteriorada. Un portento del fin de los tiempos o un vampiro para el mundo nuevo. En equilibrio en el punto medio entre la vida y la muerte, la naturaleza cambiante de los dioses crepusculares evoca lástima, envidia y miedo a partes iguales, como supervivientes de décadas de pogromos. Jo, es que yo también. Es muy chiquitina la letra, como de décadas de pogromos, prejuicios y ostracismo, la sangre débil está aquí para quedarse. Su caótica alquimia callejera y su capacidad para parecer humanos hacen que estén especialmente dotados para prosperar fuera de la sociedad de la estirpe y crear su propio destino en las noches posmodernas. Los sires dicen que sus chiquillos de la 13ª y 14ª generación que nunca traten de abrazar... Los sires dicen a sus chiquillos de 13ª y 14ª generación que nunca traten de abrazar, porque su sangre está demasiado alejada de la de Caín. Dicen que solo traerá muerte y sufrimiento. Sea por el error o por decisión propia, esta orden no siempre se cumple. Los sangre débil pueden ser de cualquier origen mortal, y no les afecta la maldición ni las preferencias del clan de su sire tanto como este. Si se les permite alzarse, probablemente serán abandonados, ganando el lujo de la libertad y el peligro de la soledad. Sí, lo que queráis, pero si los sangre débiles pueden estar en el sol, porque su sangre, porque no tienen poderes realmente, no, pero son inmortales, ojito, salen en el sol. Si descubren dónde duermen, te revientan.
Who created you?
His name was Victor, but he died last year.
Do the kindred know you exist?
Yeah. I followed the rules, but the prince told me he never wanted to see me again, so I try not to make waves. I try to help out, here and there. I'm hoping someone will notice one day, and I'll be allowed to become a true kindred.
That's not very likely, if you ask me. Who do you think you are?
No, I didn't mean...
Mind your place, thin blood.
Racista, eh?
What are you doing here, then?
I thought it was a pretty cushy gig. It leaves me with a lot of spare time, even while I'm on the job. And it also means I can live at night.
Are you involved in what happened up there?
Not at all. I swear. I've got a sweet job here. I'd never risk it.
So what happened?
I've got no clue. My shift started at 10 p.m., as usual. The sixth floor tenant left around...
No le he hecho nada. Lo que pasa es que tenía el micrófono más para abajo.
Bodyguards came down to get the car. They were going to a party, apparently. I didn't see them come back. Then, around 2:20 or so, One of Mr. Moore's cars went flying out of here. It hit the wall near the exit.
A ver ahora, ¿qué tal el micrófono? ¿Qué tal se me oye? Un, dos, un, dos, un, dos, un, dos, un, dos, un, dos.
Did you recognize the car?
Yeah, it was his sports car. The only one like it here.
Did you see who was behind the wheel?
No, it's got tinted windows. I thought it was Mr. Moore at first. But from what happened upstairs, I doubt it now. Hey, were you the one who...
You really think if it was me who
tenía
did it,
el
I'd be
auricular
standing
hacia
around
abajo.
here trying to figure out what happened? What can you tell me about Moore?
I saw him a lot. He's the tenant I got to know best because of his working hours. And he was the most generous when it came to maintaining his cars, too.
Anything in particular about Mrs. Moore?
Yeah, I see her every once in a while. Sometimes I see her with a girl, coming back from vacation. Sure is good they weren't here tonight.
What makes you say that?
Well, Mrs. Moore's car. I haven't seen her in the garage for weeks, and she's the one who took the girl to school. Mr. Moore told me they were on vacation, and he was going to go join them soon.
Did you see the bodyguards today?
James came by earlier this evening to move Mr. Moore's car, but I haven't seen them since.
That'll be all for now.
At your service, Mr. Bazori.
Ha sido de mucha ayuda, o sea, de ninguna. Pero increíble, ¿eh? De ninguna ayuda. Mira, como es vampiro, se le ve el aura de vampiro.
An old glass bottle taken from the trash.
Si una botella de vidrio sacada de la basura, pero...
An old glass bottle taken from the trash.
Sí, pero tiene un aura. Tiene la misma aura que este. A ver. Llave del coche del encargado del aparcamiento.
There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it.
Un reloj de sangre débil.
Did you want something else?
Hey, what kind of cooks have you got in your trunk?
Oh, I see you found my little treats. I haven't got much there. There have been a lot of orders lately.
I must still have some of that rust elixir left.
That'll be all for now.
At your service, Mr. Bazori.
Ahí se ve algo.
I have to find a way to open it. access to the trash is restricted here.
Como me alimentado arriba, no tengo por qué alimentar nada. El tipo ese me ha dado un poco de... no sé... Tiene mala pinta. Lo de las botellas me ha parecido muy curioso, no sé. A ver si podemos investigar algo más lo de las botellas. Otra vez aquí. Así puedo. No sé cómo se suben las disciplinas, ¿eh?
Did you want something else?
How do you open the dumpsters in the garbage room?
What dumpster?
The dump... Are you toying with me?
No, but the cops already looked. There's nothing there.
Open it.
Mr. Missouri, I promise you won't find anything there. And I can't open it anyway. It's for staff only. Why do you want to go through the trash anyway?
Con intimidación creo que gana un poquito más.
You sure you want to piss me off, Wyatt?
No, no, no. Of course not, Mr. Missouri. That's not at all what I wanted to do.
Listen, we're just gonna forget this conversation ever happened. And...
Excuse me? You didn't just try to corrupt my memories, did you?
Oh, no.
Oh, Dios.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Missouri. I shouldn't have. I know. How can I make it up to you?
Empate. Oh no.
You're taking a big risk by messing with someone like me. I'm sure that's not news to you.
I know. It's either now or later anyway. Because you're not gonna like what I've been doing in there. I know it.
Open it now.
Just promise me you won't touch anything. Some of my stuff is in there. Please, don't touch it.
Oh.
I give you my word that I won't touch anything. That's the best I can do.
The problem is, there's nothing binding you. If I open the door, what's to stop you from helping yourself?
I was really hoping we'd come to an understanding. I'm sorry, Mr. Missouri.
What? Son of a bitch.
Hijo puta, ¿eh? Y se me ha dado mucha curiosidad. Muchísimo.
An old glass bottle taken from the trash. Glass bottle taken from the trash. Agent Smith, FBI.
Oh, hello. McLean. Can I help you?
Just a few questions. Do we have access to where the trash is kept?
No, there's no garbage room that I could find.
Well, you missed it, but...
Just ask Wyatt about it. He'll know for sure.
Moore had several cars, right?
Yeah, I think so. But you better talk to Wyatt about that.
Your colleague mentioned an accident that happened tonight. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, no. Not yet. Wyatt told us everything he knows.
Espero que hayas visto el enfrentamiento con el vampiro.
When you arrived?
We didn't have to. Wyatt told us everything we needed. He's a real team player. If you want to find out more, you should talk to...
Wyatt.
Oh, so you know him too?
Solo por eso me alimentaré de ti.
Right on.
En la hostia, no vamos a quedar sin saber lo que hay aquí.
No, that's impossible.
Nos hemos quedado sin saber lo que hay ahí. Puto Wyatt. Bueno, pues nos vemos. El enfrentamiento con el vampiro, ¿no lo has visto? El vampiro de que era conserje. Uy. Uy, si me has llamado, amor. A ver si podemos saber dónde están los archivos y demás. De todas formas, voy a dejarlo aquí porque quiero ducharme, así que lo voy a dejar aquí y luego seguimos. Venga, hasta luego.